So remember about a year ago exactly at this point, if I actually put this up on the day I record it, Ipsy put out that big box set that was like $40, that Tetris collection of makeup and brushes and things. And I bought it, and I set it aside and like never got around to reviewing any of it like I meant to. We should get on that. So today I'm gonna do the Tetris Ipsy highlighter. This is in the color Tetris Life. Now, this is just like a little outer packaging thing on it. Didn't mean to drop it. How many months after opening? I can't even read that. Let's get the magnifying glass out. Although since it's a powder, I can always just disinfect it. I think that says 12. It's really, really, really tiny print. That, like, even magnified, I'm like, I think that's a 12. But it's like the ittiest bittiest little thing down in this corner over here. It's way smaller than everything else. So I'm like, good luck reading that. Regardless, yeah, the color is not hello, it's Tetris Life, as it says on the back. And it slides out of that little slider that's all cutesy, and has this packaging on the front of the box with the little L block on it. On the back we've got these geometric shapes that are supposed to be vaguely Tetris-y, but I still feel like they've never actually played Tetris, but whatever. So the inside of it looks like this. Highly, highly metallic and reflective and yellowy gold and glittery. My complaint. Gold highlighters, especially very yellow gold highlighters, are really intended for darker skin tones. And that's great. They should have highlighters. However, there's plenty of us white girls that bought this set who are kind of like, so, what do we do with this? Because that is not a very wearable color, I don't think, on a pale skin tone. It's never going to look natural. I'm going to try to wear it as an eyeshadow, personally, because I don't think it's going to work right as a highlighter, but I'm going to try it as a highlighter first. I've had it sitting aside for a year and been too scared to actually attempt to do this, because I know it's going to look ridiculous on me. But, yeah, well, I feel like they should have done 2 shades to go in there. The box was definitely big enough. They could have fit another one in there. There was lots of empty space in that box. They could have done one that's better for light skin tones and one that's better for dark skin tones. Everyone would have been happy. But since all we got was this one, we'll try and make do. I know a lot of people were in the same boat as me on this one, and we're just like, so now what do I do with it? First thing I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna swatch a tiny single swipe of the finger through it, barely touched. You can see it very, very much is pigmented and glittery. Now let's wipe it on the wrist, even though I know I'm going to regret doing this. Yeah, that. Now imagine this is a highlighter on me. Not gonna work. Now I touched my finger through it earlier, because I was originally gonna do this video this morning. Look at this, there's so much glitter that is just loose on my finger now. And my wrist looks like a disco ball now. But, it's still all over my finger! Great! The thing that I really dislike with it, I washed and washed and washed and washed and washed and washed my hands and my wrist, and the shit wouldn't come off. So here I am doing it a second time in the same day, because clearly I am a genius. I washed with normal soap, I washed with dish soap, I used makeup removing wipes, I used micellar water, I went back to soap and back to dish soap a second time. I finally got it off. I'm having some serious reservations about sticking this on my face. For obvious reasons, that it's going to look ridiculous and I'm going to be stuck with it. Off come the glasses, so we can do this, though. I also feel like I am sacrificing my poor brush to do this, because I'm like, if it won't come off my skin that bad, R.I.P. brush. Oh boy. I'm gonna like go super light swipe through it. It like barely even looks like anything on there. That might be a blessing in disguise. So, let's just pray, basically. Oh my god. Yeah, I should not have started this far over on the cheek. Holy fuck, what did I do? Well, now we're committing to it. Now we gotta make a match. Although, let's try to maybe blend out that inner... This is not helping, is it? Nope, not even a little. Not even slightly. That just... No. That's not how highlighter's supposed to work. Jesus, what did I do? So we're doing the other side. Let's go from the outside in, though. Let's start up tempo. Go whoop. I really should not have used this brush. I'm realizing the further I go with this. That side's a little less awful. I think it lost the pigment by the time I got to the temple on this side, so... Oh joy. Because that... I don't know. It's not as bad as I thought, but I also barely touched the brush in it. If I had actually gone as heavy-handed as I usually do with highlighters. Let me see if I take a makeup wipe to the inner side of this, if maybe I can salvage this. Hold on. Makeup wipe is in hand, because this side actually isn't that terrible. Honestly, truth be told, but I went way too much. Oddly, the fragrance on these wipes didn't bother me before, and now it feels like it is. I'm like, lame. I think I may just redo this side. Of course, now it makes a liar of me. Comes off with just the wipe from my face. Whereas for my hand and my wrist earlier, I was like, nope, staying there forever. So let's just redo this guy. Because I think maybe I just needed to do it the opposite direction of how I did it before. Maybe I just got a makeup wipe that was too dry earlier or something. I don't know. But this one seems to be fine, so whatever. But normal soap and water does not get this stuff off. Fair warning. There's still some stray glitter behind, but I'm like, you know what? It's better than it was. I can live with that, honestly. Yeah, that's... Alright. Let's redo this side. Can't believe I am willingly redoing this to myself. Is it still... A little. Okay, well... That's not as bad. I could live with that, actually. I mean, it's way heavier on this side. I don't know why exactly that is. Yeah, it's got some consistency issues for sure. It's a bit more even now. Should we put a little... Probably gonna regret that later when I inevitably get a breakout. Now I'm like, screw it, we'll apply it like a bronzer. Glitter for everyone, glitter everywhere. Glitter in the hair. Screw it, I kinda don't care. Let's just, you know, I can be David Bowie today. If I can get just the edge of this, I might be able to get the brow bone. don't want this getting in my eyes, but we all know it's gonna happen, right? Right. Well, you know, the more I'm looking at it, the more I stand corrected. Maybe it is a universal tone. Because looking at it in the thing, I was like, that is way too frigging yellow gold for anyone with a complexion like mine to wear. But now I'm like, you know, actually, how it looks in real person versus how it looks in the pan are two entirely different things here. Ooh, look at that. More on this side, please. Why is it so patchy on that side? Come on, more all up in here. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Down the bridge of the nose. I don't think any of it got there. This would be interesting to try with a much more concentrated bristle brush than this one sometime to see if I get a totally different result, honestly. Because like this, I'm like, this isn't so bad, but if I use one with more packed bristles, it might be bad. Might also just be this lighting lying to me and making it seem like it's okay when it's not. Let's try to clean up the brush a little on this makeup wipe. I know I need to like clean it, but just for time being, so I can set it down without glitterifying whatever I set it on, you know? As you do. That actually looks a lot better already. Maybe I can get away with not washing it today. No, I should. Like, I'm setting a bad example. No, I'll wash it. Yeah, there's still a lot in there. Okay. Yeah. That's alright. That's no biggie to me to clean them. It just figures I do this one on its inaugural run with something hella glittery where I cannot get away with reusing it without a proper wash. As you do. Well, that's actually not so bad. I stand corrected in my earlier statements. I kind of overdid it, and like I said, I would like to try it again with a smaller, more concentrated brush too. You know, like the ones the set came with, to see if the results are completely different, because I think they might be. I think this helps diffuse it out a lot. Clearly, I am not a makeup artist, nor do I pretend to be, but, this side still looks way lighter than the other. It could be the lighting, because when I hit that angle, it looks heavier, but it doesn't look like it goes as far. I know I just cleaned it, but here we are with me trying to phone stop it. There we go. Trying to ignore that. It's kind of fun. It's Pride weekend. It can be over the top. Especially since we've got no events happening this year to go to. It's just online stuff. So may as well go big or go home. Because we're already home. So why not, you know? Anyways. Let's just clean that baby up a little. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that that's way more wearable than I was expecting. Because I thought I was just going to take this to my eyelids and be like, cool, so I have a new eyeshadow now. And now I'm like, actually, no, that kind of does work. It's way more glittery than I would have liked. Generally, I try to stay away from the ones that are like big glitter fallout everywhere. But, you know, that's okay. I can live with that. That's not terrible. Anyway, what would I rate this? You know, I feel like I kind of can't fairly rate it with a number on this one. Because I think I have to play with it more to really know. Maybe I'll come back and do a part 2 of this video with a more concentrated brush, just to see if it performs differently. It might go on exactly the same, it might be a totally different thing, but I think that could be worth doing. So stay tuned. I think I will do a part 2 of this. Maybe not today, but I'll hang on to this video file and do that. Okay, remember how I was saying that the lighting might be lying to me? This camera is not picking it up worth a damn, but this side especially, now I'm really regretting packing on extra because it is very yellow gold in person. I saw it in the sunlight and was like, oh shit. I'm kind of regretting my life choices right now, but I'm also too stubborn to take it off, so yeah, basically everything I just said about it being a more universal skin or color than I thought, I definitely take it back. Oh my god. Yeah, I think this one might in the future be relegated to an eyeshadow. Oh well. Okay, so I'm back after using some micellar water on my face to clean that mess off. Because it just, no, that color does not in actuality work on me as a highlighter like I thought it did. So, plan B, we're gonna go in and we're gonna try and use this as an eyeshadow to see if it has any redeeming value, because I think that'd be a pretty color as an eyeshadow, honestly. So, first things first, because there is so much glitter fallout from that one, I don't think my usual e.l.f. primer is gonna be enough to grip it to my face where it won't come off. So I'm gonna use the Rimmel London Magnifies Eye Primer in, this is, does it have a color? I don't know that it does. Intensifies eyeshadow, crease smudge transfer proof, base ombre. I guess it doesn't have a color name on it, so whatever. Anyways. So just going in with a bit of this. I use this one when I need something a bit grippier, and yes, I know I'm putting on a fuck ton, but that is because there's gonna be a fuck ton of glitter. And I'd rather it not get in my eyes when it was not designed as an eye product to begin with, you know? You know. So, let's just blend that puppy in there. I'm sure there's people cringing going, that's not how you do it, but frankly, this is how I do it, so if it works for me, it works for me. Okay, the other side, I'll put on some mascara after, once everything's all on. Get my hair out of my face. Really should have pulled my hair back, but I didn't. Okay. But yeah, this one stays a bit tackier, which normally would bother me, except when it comes to the glittery ones. It is literally the perfect thing on earth for those. So, for those, it is the go-to for me. So, alright. Give that a little minute to tack up a bit there, but, should have kept the makeup wipe over here. Oh, God. So, I'm actually going to use a couple of the Tetris brushes that came with the same set that this is from to do this. I might regret my life choices. I have no idea. But I'm gonna try. Like, optionally, or additionally, alternately, man, what is with me not being able to think of words lately? Might even also work as, like, if you went really carefully with a flat brush like this as an eyeliner, but frankly, I don't really want to try that today. Let's just go in and see if we can get this on like a foil. And just kind of stamp it in there. I need more on the brush though. That is a really pretty color as an eye color, actually. I am happy I did this now. Let that inner corner really pop and wow. I'll get a little more for that outer corner too. Don't worry, I'm gonna dress it. I see it. I'm gonna go in with this guy. See, much softer now. And that mess up kind of just disappears. Oh, well, no it didn't. I thought it did. Because I used the grippy primer, but that's alright. I actually don't even care that much. Because we can kind of smear it around a little bit to make it look intentional. I'm definitely going to have to go in and clean up all the glitter fallout just from the application, but ultimately it's not so bad. Not as bad as I was expecting. But yeah, that is much more wearable for me as an eye color than it ever would have been as a highlighter. So let's match up the other side now. I'm just glad that there's something I can wear this as, because it's a really pretty color, but yeah, it's literally never going to look correct on me as a highlighter unless I somehow magically got like the darkest tan of my life that I don't think my skin is even capable of achieving. Okay, I gotta get that little bottom edge there that I keep somehow missing. I think I might have it on the side. I need to top up the other to match. That's okay. Kind of really dig it though, not gonna lie. Other than the slight fuck up here, but other than that, I like it. Tell you what, this stuff really doesn't blend though. It wasn't probably intended to, but yeah, if you want this to like blend and soften out, you're kinda SOL, because it's not really gonna do it. Yeah, it really doesn't. So if you're banking on that, you better have a game plan for plan B. Yeah, let's make this side more vibrant to match. Because why not have 14 karat gold eyelids, right? And again, looks cool on camera, so I'm gonna go double check in the bathroom after I finish applying this and wash my hands. Just to make sure that it doesn't look ridiculous in reality. Because we don't need a repeat of the highlighter situation with this. I actually really like that. That actually looks pretty cool. I dig that color. Again, it's an unexpected one. It's not one I would normally go for, but especially with like the yellow in my shirt, I'm like, yes, bring it. That is actually really pretty. Okay, that is definitely a wearable color now. Okay. Further out on that side too. Just for shits and giggles. I need to sneeze though. Excuse me. But yeah, this is one way you might find you have better luck with it. If you were unable to wear it as a highlighter, you may have better luck this way. So you might want to try that. You can additionally try as an eyeliner. You can try as just like the innermost little corners or the outer corners along with other colors. I mean, just play with it. There's totally different stuff you can do here. But I just wanted to see if I went really big and really bold with it, if it would work. And I think it does. So let me go take a look in the mirror and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and put on some mascara in the mirror because I didn't trust to do it on here too. It definitely wears better as an eyeshadow. Not 100% sold on it color-wise, but luckily my shirt today has yellow in it, so it all ties in, but I'm like, on my skin tone it's still kind of an odd color, but at the same time I'm like, I could still sometimes wear it and find some way of using this all up. It kind of makes it look like I have a mono lid though, and I'm like, don't know how I feel about that, but I'm sure the more I play with it, the more I'll figure out there's gotta be some trick to really making it work, but so far I'm like, it's not the greatest color on me, but to be fair, yellow usually isn't, so don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting something that was more gold, but yeah, this is kind of not that. It's kind of just metallic yellow, if we're being realistic here, because I mean, look at that. That's not really gold. That's freaking metallic yellow. But it's okay. Like I said, it's more wearable than it was as a highlighter. I will give it that. So, at least there's that. It doesn't seem to have too much fallout. The fallout that there is was from while I was applying it, not since, like I said, this primer actually grips it pretty well, so I don't know. Hopefully it won't fall into my eyes and irritate them or anything. That'll be the real test here, is seeing how well or not I tolerate it. Probably with some eyeliner it would help too, to break up just the paleness. Like a nice thick black line might really help make it pop that much more. I think would actually like really help. But I don't feel like doing it today. I'm like, I can't be bothered. I can't. All I was here to do was see if it worked as an eyeshadow. I almost said liner. Yeah, that. So, I suppose if I need yellow for an eyeshadow for anything, now I know what to use, but again, not really a color I find myself yearning for, but you never know. You never know. So, anyways, would I recommend this? Verdict still out. I would say if you're lighter toned like I am, you didn't miss out on much if you missed out on it back when Ipsy was still selling this. However, on darker complexions, I bet this looks really lovely. I just am not of that persuasion, so on me it kinda looks funky, but again, them's the breaks. It's not completely unwearable, it's just a little like, oh, that's a statement color. Now, for actual performance, though, and this goes for everybody, not just one skin tone or another, it doesn't really blend. So for that, I take issue with it. And the fallout, like I said, I have a really grippy primer on to hold it in place, but without that, the fallout is absolutely atrocious with this. So those two things are immediately just really like, don't know how I feel about that. That's a big bummer to me. So I would say, whether you want to wear this as a highlighter or if you want to wear it as an eyeshadow, there's realistically, probably better options out there for you in either case that perform better. But if you did get this as part of an Ipsy bag or something, it's not necessarily completely useless. There's ways of playing with it to make it work. You just have to think outside the box a little, I think. But would I say to go out of your way to get it, though? No, I really don't. I don't feel comfortable putting a number rating on this again, but I can safely say I don't think I would go out of my way to recommend this. I would definitely not buy this one again. I can safely say that. So, it is what it is. So anyways, that's it for this one. So as usual, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.